For many people, the First World War is something found in history books, a conflict measured in dates, battles and casualty figures. But across northern France and Belgium, the war is still etched into the landscape. More than 100 years after the guns fell silent, the scars of the Western Front remain. Craters, trenches, cemeteries and memorials continue to tell the story of one of the most devastating conflicts in human history. In May 2026, I set out on a 4-day journey across some of the most significant battlefields of the Great War, from the Somme to Flanders, from the underground tunnels beneath Arras to the memorials of Vimy Ridge in Ypres.
Up to my dear London came an Irishman one day. As the streets are paved with gold, sure everyone was gay, singing songs of Piccadilly.
My journey began with a drive to northern France. After arriving in France, making my way through the rolling countryside of the Pas de Calais region, I reached the historic city of Arras, which would serve as my base for the first part of the tour. Today Arras is a vibrant French city, known for its beautiful Flemish-style squares and impressive architecture. During the First World War, however, it stood close to the front line and played a vital role in British operations on the Western Front. Following an evening exploring the city and preparing for the days ahead, my first battlefield visit would take me beneath the streets of Arras itself. Hidden below the city lies the Wellington Quarry, an extraordinary network of tunnels used by thousands of British soldiers in the lead up to the Battle of Arras in 1917. Beneath the streets of Arras lies the Wellington Quarry, an underground network of tunnels expanded into the chalk by the New Zealand tunnellers during the First World War. In the months leading up to the Battle of Arras in 1917, thousands of British soldiers assembled here in complete secrecy before emerging onto the battlefields above. Today the tunnels offer a remarkable insight into the preparations, conditions and experiences of the men who fought on the Western Front. As visitors make their way through the tunnels, an audio headset brings the story to life, sharing the experiences of the soldiers who lived and waited here over a century ago. Today the quarry remains one of the most fascinating surviving sites of the First World War.
It will be right in front of you. Don't hesitate to get closer.
Another powerful moment of the tour recreates a church service held within the tunnels before the Battle of Arras. Through the audio headset and speakers placed throughout the tunnels, visitors hear prayers and hymns echoing through the underground passageways. For many soldiers, faith offered comfort as they prepared to leave the safety of the tunnels and face the uncertainty of the battlefield above. It is a moving reminder of the courage and humanity of the men who waited here in 1917.
Thank thee for the knowledge of thy tender love, and for the hope of life eternal revealed to us in Jesus Christ our Lord. We ask this in the name of Jesus Christ our Lord. Amen. I should fight with all thy might, Christ is thy strength and Christ thy right. Take all of thy hand it shall be, thy joy and crown eternally. From the straight grace, through God's good grace, lift up thine eyes and see his face. Life with its way before us lies. Christ is the path and Christ the bride. I fight with all thy might. Christ is thy strength and Christ the right. Let go of thy hand it shall be, thy joy and crown eternally.
N'hésitez pas à vous rapprocher des barrières, don't hesitate to come close to the barriers. So we are now in front of the headquarters of the 2nd Battalion. It's here that on the eve of battle stood Lieutenant Colonel J.C. Stubbs over his plans for the attack. His men, the 2nd Battalion, they were the first wave. They had to open the way on the battlefield. And their main objective was to capture the Black Line, which you'll learn more about with a video that'll be on this wall.
One of the most powerful moments of the tour came within the tunnels themselves. Through a combination of projections, sound and lighting, visitors are transported back to April 1917 as Allied soldiers gather beneath Arras on the eve of the battle. As the scene unfolds, the audio headset fills with the sounds of heavy breathing, nervous whispers and trembling voices. The men know that in a matter of moments they will emerge from the safety of the tunnels and advance towards the German lines. For many, it would be the last journey they ever made. Standing in the same underground passageways more than a century later, it provides a haunting reminder of the fear, uncertainty and courage experienced by those who waited here before going into battle. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to continue following my journey through the First World War battlefields of France and Belgium, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. I'm just beginning my journey here on YouTube, and any support would be greatly appreciated as I share these historic sites and the stories behind them. There are many more battlefields, memorials and stories still to explore, and I'd love to have you along for the journey. Join me next time as we travel to the Somme and visit some of the most significant sites of the Great War, including the Lochnagar crater, the Thiepval Memorial, the Ulster Tower and the Newfoundland Memorial Park. Until then, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.